So it's 10 a.m. I'm going to start the meeting. Good morning, guest and fellow Toastmaster. A warm welcome to meeting number 174 of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. I am Toastmaster Amit, your sergeant at arms for today. I am sure you are as excited as I am. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start the meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and the audio should be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topic of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International does not put any restriction on speaking on these topics, at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club, we request all speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial view on these sensitive topics. Also, urge you to be the cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity and inclusion in letter and spirit, hence ensuring there is no sexist, racist, or any such undertones that create hostility and discomfort for the members and guests. Now, let me call upon the presiding officer for today's meeting, DTM Sourav Dutta. So about Sourav, Sourav is a winner of 2 DTM awards and has completed 10 pathways in the Toastmaster pathways. He has been a President Distinguished Division Director, a Distinguished Area Director in the past. Outside Toastmaster, Sourav has played several leadership roles in Fortune 500 companies, startups, and non-profits. Currently, Sourav is building his own edtech startup, Practive, which he found just in January 2020. Over to you, presiding officer Sourav.
Thank you so much, our Sergeant at Arms. That was our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Amit Gupta. Can we have a big round of applause for our SA, Toastmaster Amit Gupta? Amit Gupta, please. Thank you so much, Amit, for starting the meeting on time as usual. I hereby call the meeting to order. Starting 1st of April, we will again go back to doing the hybrid meetings of the Gabbys on Saturdays, where we will meet at Indiranagar for the physical meeting and online as well. But for now, we will have to continue meeting online for the Saturday mornings. That makes hardly any difference though, because we will still continue to enjoy the learning that we will have for the next 2 hours. I've got a couple of exciting announcements to make today. Some in words, some in pictures, some through videos. So let me get started right away. First of all, I have the pleasure of welcoming 2 more new members. Actually, we have got a bunch of new members. I don't know who joined when, so I will welcome everyone again. So the first one I would want to welcome is Toastmaster Manikandan Vardarajan. He's not there in the meeting today. Toastmaster Manikandan Vardarajan is starting his Toastmasters journey with the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. We are extremely happy to welcome Mani to the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. The second member that we are welcoming is on the meeting today. He has taken up the evaluator role. He has been a guest for many of our meetings and he has been almost like a family, and now he's officially family. So please welcome our another newest member, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi, who's our evaluator today. Toastmaster Mukund Joshi is not starting his Toastmasters journey though with the Gabbys. He's a seasoned Toastmaster. He has been the president of one of the strongest clubs of the district, which is Smedley Speaker Society. So Mukund, very quickly, 30 seconds, how does it feel to be finally inside the ring?
Thank you, DTM Sourav Dutta, for that wonderful introduction. Yes, it feels really great to be in the Gabbys. As you rightly said, I have attended so many meetings, impressed with the way the meetings are conducted in this great club. Such a young club, but so so advanced in the way they conduct the meetings. I think you will give many old Toastmaster clubs a run for their money in the way that people conduct the meetings and the quality of meetings that you have. I'm so happy and glad to be part of this this great team here. Thank you for taking me into Gabbys.
Thank you so much. I would just replace the we with the we now that we are all on the same side. So that is Toastmaster Mukund Joshi, our newest member of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I also have the pleasure of welcoming another new member who has joined us recently. I don't know, Ritu, if you can come on camera. If you can, that would be lovely. Else, it's fine if you are just there. Just acknowledge your presence when I invite you. So Toastmaster Ritu Sukale, she is an education consultant and one of the very rare instances, I would say, where her passion is her profession. So she is a public speaking coach and a public speaking expert at Planet Spark. So we have someone who doesn't only have public speaking as a passion, but someone who's actually invested in building her career in that. And she has decided to start a Toastmasters journey with the Gabbys. Welcome, Toastmaster Ritu. Ritu, would you want to say a couple of words about how does it feel and how? Okay, I think she's coming on camera. Or no? Okay, Ritu, yeah.
I'm so sorry about this. I was just looking caught up with work.
No problem. You just tell us how does it, how did it all happen? How did you join the Gabbys?
So it happened right after the public speaking class conducted by Sourav Dutta. I was so inspired. I felt, gathering thoughts and constructing sentences and then, speaking it publicly was something that was really challenging. But then he made it so simple for anyone to just appear in front of the audience and speak. So the journey was very simplified, and which is why I thought, I could be the part of Planet Spark. I joined Planet Spark as a public speaking expert and now Gabbys because again, I realized this is another platform where I will get to speak with a lot of people. I would be able to network with people. I would be able to enrich my efficiency in speaking more. So all the credit goes to Sourav Dutta because he's very inspiring. The way he talks, the way he presents things, and it's quite entertaining. And it's for somebody who doesn't feel like this is a challenging task to talk in front of people. So that's how I'm here.
Thank you so much, Ritu. Thank you for joining us and thank you for your generosity and your appreciation. And Toastmasters, we do pay by the coin of appreciation. And I must say, I'm feeling very rich and wealthy today morning. Thank you so much for making my day, week, month, and the rest of the year. Thank you. And with this, I would also want to welcome another newest member of the Gabbys, Toastmaster Anant Krishnan. Toastmaster Anant Krishnan is again not new to the Toastmasters fraternity. Like Mukund, he is a very seasoned Toastmasters. He is also the past president of another iconic club of Toastmasters District 92, which is LA 1924. And Anand Krishnan is one of the three, now the third LA past president to join the Gabbys. The other two being Toastmaster Sandeep Belekar and Toastmaster Anupama Venugopal. So we really love it. The fact I'm calling this out is that this is, I think, probably one of the best testament of the quality that we bring into the meeting. But more importantly for us, we have such veteran Toastmasters in our fold like BTM Ayana Rodrigues, Mukund, Anand, and so many other such people. I see a great future of learning in front of us. So thank you so much, all the veterans joining us at the Gabbys. It just makes our journey much more smoother and much more enriching. I appreciate that. Okay, I am not going to speak anymore. I'm going to make one big bang announcement today. So please brace yourselves. And this is big. This is something that has never happened at the Gabbys before. So that's why this is big. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Ready? Everyone. So we have the pleasure of announcing the Gabbys Premier League, which is starting from the 14th of April, will go on till 14th of June. So this is the first time that we are doing an inter-club competition at the Gabbys. And this will be across roles that you take, the awards that you file, guests that you bring to the meeting. So we will be doing it in the the IPL way. So more details on that is going to come your way very soon. So since the IPL fever, the WPL fever is gripping the nation, we thought that why should we miss out on all the fun, right? So we are going to bring in unapologetically and shamelessly this entire IPL fever into the Gabbys, the fervor with this, the GPL. So more details coming soon. So I would request all the members to watch the space, particularly the WhatsApp groups where we will make all the announcements. So with this, I would want to get started with the meeting today. I know we have got a couple of guests. I would take your feedback towards the end of the meeting. I would appreciate if you stay with us through the meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster Uma Natraj, Toastmaster Ashwini, Toastmaster Manikam. Many of you I know in person, personally. So thank you so much for joining our meeting today. And with this, let me now hand over the stage to someone who has been absolutely phenomenal from the time she has joined the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. She is our Toastmaster of the day today. But why do I say phenomenal? You know, people say that I'm always, very verbose with my definitions and descriptions of people. But here I have a reason why I'm saying this. So this lady, she joined us in the Speechcraft program, and that was just a few months back. She was one of the few people who actually completed all the projects in Speechcraft, successfully graduated the Speechcraft program, joined us as a Toastmaster. And in the last few months, the way she has accelerated, it's nothing less than spectacular. She has won the club level contest, securing the second place for the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. And she is what we say is a queen of humor, and someone who does humor so effortlessly that you will not even realize that when you actually started laughing and smiling and smirking. So please welcome the Toastmaster of the day, the brand ambassador of all the RBFs in the world. If you don't know what an RBF is, I'm sure she will tell you during the course of her session. Toastmaster Gauri Aggarwal. Please welcome Gauri. Thank you so much for the session.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, DTM Sourav Dutta, always gracious with his introductions. Okay, without wasting any time, let me just start and introduce you to the theme of the day, which is resistance. Now, before we start, I would like you to please click on the link that I've shared in the chat box and answer this question for me. What does resistance sound like to you? What does resistance sound like to you? I hope all of you can access the link.
Yes, it is accessible.
One word or 2-3 words. What does resistance sound like to you? Okay, so difficulty, stuck, humility, pushing hard for goals, delaying, hurdle. These are some of the answers that all of you have shared. I'll give you another 20 seconds. Coming out of comfort zone, self-sabotage. Okay, thank you for sharing your responses. Just give me 1 second, please. Now, we can beat something only when we understand what it means, right? So resistance is the invisible enemy. Most of us live two lives, the life we live and the unlived life within us. The delta between these two, the gap between these two is called resistance. Like I said, we can only beat what we understand. I'd like to take your mind on what is your resistance? In which area of life do you face resistance? Toastmaster Ritu, would you like to share?
Sure, Gauri. Basically, for me, I look at resistance as in managing or being with the situation. So if I have to talk about situation, which is more of that we come across in our day-to-day life, as in like work-life balance or uh, uh, handling your kids' studies, or maybe being presentable in your forums. I think the resistance level that we have, the inner strength to bring out the best you can, uh, to bring all the positivity around you. That is resistance for me. Managing and dealing and, all those conflicts that we have in our life is resistance, and the power comes from the inner self. So for me, beating with resistance, handling the situation, battling with the struggles, being yourself, and also, compiling all of those situations and getting the best out of you is resistance for me. And that is how we we as individuals, in our own role have shown up the best out of us.
Thank you, Ritu, for sharing what resistance means to you. But you've told us that how you beat your resistance. It is an invisible enemy, and let's define it to understand more about it. It's invisible, and what's invisible is more scary, right? It's more fearful. Can we see resistance? Yes or no?
No, we cannot.
So what we can't see is always bigger in our head and creates more fear, and it's the fear of the unknown, right? I will talk about more on resistance in our next segment, but before that, let me introduce our guests to the structure of the meeting. A regular Toastmasters meeting is divided into three parts. The first is the prepared speech section, where the speakers prepare their speeches in advance. The second is the table topic of the impromptu speaking section, which allows guests also to participate. And the third is the evaluation section, which is the creme de la creme of any Toastmasters meeting. And why do I say that? Because you have a dedicated evaluator, a listener, just listening to your speech and giving you feedback. Doesn't happen anywhere else. Now, I would like to introduce you the person who will head this evaluation section. And that person is called the General Evaluator. Our General Evaluator for today is Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur. Jaspreet Kaur is a performance-driven and result-oriented soft skills coach with a vision to empower professionals and unleash their potential. She has an extensive experience as a senior English faculty in prestigious Delhi schools and Hindustan Times. She's an IELTS trainer and posh expert. Beyond coaching, she's also a writer and translator with Prance Features, which involves crafting comic stories that impart ethics and value to our young minds. I hand over the stage to General Evaluator Jaspreet Kaur to explain her role and introduce her Taggle team.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Gauri Aggarwal. Have you ever tried to make a change in your life? A positive, enriching, and constructive change? We often see that we ourselves come up against that change. Our own behavior gets developed accordingly. Maybe we decided to start following a very healthy lifestyle by eating better, sleeping better, but then we ourselves sabotaged those roles for ourselves. Worse so, we delayed, procrastinated them, avoiding things which we knew would make our life better until we got stuck, gave up, or felt the need to take a break. In behavioral psychology, this phenomenon is called as resistance, which was very beautifully summed up by the TMOD of today, by calling it as the invisible enemy, the fear of the unknown, which frightens us. So very wonderful theme, and all ears for what comes up next from your end, TMOD. Now, Toastmasters is a platform where the members not only target to become good speakers, good at public speaking, but they desire to move on further and further and become a better speaker. In an attempt to improve our speaking skills every time, we need to keep sharpening our saw. For this, there is an evaluation and feedback given to each and everything that happens in Toastmasters. And that is what I'm here for today. I'll be observing, making notes about everything that happened or should have happened before the meeting and even during the meeting. I have a team as my support system to assist me in performing my duties as the general evaluator today. This team, famously called as the Taggle team, consists of timer, counter, grammarian, and listener. I'll now invite all the members of my team one by one to explain their role to us. The first member of my team is the timer, and the timer for today is Toastmaster Prabha Lohaniwal. Toastmaster Prabha is a fun-loving, ambitious, and sporty person. Apart from her profession as a product manager, she finds delight in exploring new places and immersing herself in different cultures through travels. Toastmaster Prabha, can you please tell us about your role today?
I will raise the card. The individual's evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. And lastly, 30 minutes extra grace time will be given for all the speakers. Also, I will be sharing the timer report once the general evaluations are done. Over to you, general evaluation.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Prabha. Next, we have Toastmaster Sanjay, who's the counter for today. Can we spotlight Toastmaster Sanjay, please? Yeah. Toastmaster Sanjay is a chartered accountant by profession who is also married to a CA. Outside Toastmasters and accounting, Sanjay likes playing cricket, chess, and loves to travel. Toastmaster Sanjay, can you please explain your role to us?
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning to all. Today, my role is as an R counter. The major purpose of R counter is to listen and make a notes of unnecessary words and sounds used by all the speakers and role players of the today's meeting. There are 5 major areas. One is the filler words like a, u, e. The second one is inappropriate use of words and, well, but, so, you know. The use of clutch words similar to basically, actually, this thing, that thing, etc. Repetitive words or phrases in the form of I, or this means, unintentional long or short pause made by the speaker. I will be presenting my report when called upon by General Evaluator at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Sanjay, for that. Let's move on to the next role, which is of the grammarian. Can we spotlight the grammarian, please? Toastmaster Sudhakar Thamankar, the grammarian for today. Can we spotlight him? Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster Sudhakar Thamankar is a seasoned chartered accountant with a distinguished career spanning over 19 years. He has held leadership positions for 14 years. Widely recognized for his prowess in transforming diverse environments, Sudhakar specializes in establishing finance teams from inception, prioritizing system design, processes, and financial controls. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Please explain your role for today.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmasters, Jaspreet Kaur. As a grammarian, I will be listening to closely to all the speakers and paying close attention to the language they use, including misuse of English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. Addition to this, as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce word of the day. And word of the day for today is tenacious. I just repeat, word of the day is tenacious. I will be putting this into the chat box. The meaning of this, not easily pulled apart, firm or strong. So we can few usages, examples. The team's tenacious defense prevented the opposing team from scoring any points. So as I said, I'll be putting into the chat box. Thank you, and back to General Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Next, we have listener for the day, and this role has been taken up by Toastmaster Alvia Saji. Hailing from Calicut, Kerala, she embraces diverse passions from the rhythmic movements of dance to the soulful melodies of song. A diligent intern at Signify, Alvia brings her talent from Christ University to the tech world. Toastmaster Alvia, can you please explain your role to us?
All right. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests in the meeting. My name is Alvia, and the role that I've gotten for today is of a listener. So I'll be actively listening to all the speeches and evaluations that happen in the meeting, and would be drafting short questions, and I'll be asking those questions to you all towards the end of the meeting. So I request everybody to pay attention to all the speeches and evaluations that happen closely. And yeah, that's about me. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvia, for that. So this is my taggle team for today. We'll be together watching the proceedings very closely and prepare a report during the flow of the meeting. I'll be back with my team when called by the Toastmaster of the day at the end of the meeting. Now I'll hand over the virtual stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Gauri Aggarwal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaspreet, for explaining your role and also introducing us to your team. Let's begin our first section, which is the prepared speeches. The speaker one is Toastmaster Amit Gupta. He would be evaluated by Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. Toastmaster Yogita, please confirm your presence.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Toastmaster Amit is going to be attempting Level 3, Project 3 from the path Team Collaboration. His project name is Successful Collaboration, and the purpose of the project is for him to share some aspects of his experience practicing collaboration with a small team. Timer, please note his speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. And Toastmaster Amit works as a data scientist in a retail company. He keeps himself busy with sports, physical activities, and exploring new things in life. His life mantra is let's help each other and grow together. Toastmaster Amit Gupta, collaboration is everywhere. Collaboration is everywhere. Toastmaster Amit Gupta.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So hi, everyone. What is collaboration? So basically, collaboration is ability to work together towards a common goal. But why it is important? So we all know that as a human, we are the smartest species on this planet. And do you know the reason? We have like the we have very kind of unique capability to collaborate with people and do our work. We do collaboration at every place. I will take example of our home, our own home, where we communicate, make plan with our siblings, our parents, just to finish our daily day-to-day task. Even if we talk about our office, if we work in a team, we'll talk, discuss with our colleagues, our managers, and stakeholder. And the aim is always to deliver best quality work with the minimum confusion and then the conflict. If I talk about our group trip, we also sit together, make plan. We discuss about the places, then we make plan. We also kind of listens each other point and assign certain tasks to certain people. Not only this, during our trip, we try to manage the conflict also. So collaboration is everywhere. Let's talk about this meeting only. So this is the perfect example of collaboration. This meeting runs smoothly and on time. Do you know why? Because people are kind of working behind the scene. If I start from the beginning, our Vice President Education, Sudharma. So 1 month prior, she takes the name of the participants. 1 week prior the meeting, she put those names on the roster or some like the on the portal. And from there, as a SA, I make a WhatsApp group where I add all the participants that are going to be available for the coming meeting. Once this is done, like the first we make sure that all the participants are going to available. Okay. After that, our VP Education, like she works on the agenda, and me as a SA, I collect the like the introduction from the speakers, their project details, and then the evaluation resource. This is just to make the roster. This roster goes to general evaluator and Toastmaster of the day. Also, the evaluation resource goes to the respective evaluator. So if there is any dropout in the last moment, what happens? Like it adds extra burden to the entire team and especially to the Vice President Education. Like her task is again to backfill that position. I will share one more example here. I'm the member of like the ExCom member of the Gabbys. So this is my second tenure, and beginning of this tenure, I had kind of I was going through some difficulty. I had some question in my mind. For example, why extra works are coming to me? For example, booking like the making booking of the meeting room. Second thing is the collecting birthday of the people, like all the members, then the sharing those birthday 3 days prior to the Chitrakshi, just to share the birthday message in the group, and many more. So what happened? Couple of times I suggested in the group like the why things are not happening like this. It should be happening like this. Okay, but nobody was responding to that. After some time, I started thinking why I am having the problem, why other ExCom members are kind of doing their work very, the pretty good. After thinking for some time, a few days, I kind of concluded couple of points. One thing is that I missed couple of initial meeting of the ExCom group. So what happened in the beginning, they discussed many things like what would be the roles and responsibility and who is going to take that. Okay, for example, booking meeting room or the uploading the video on the YouTube and so on. There are many things. So first thing was that communication. I missed that. Second thing was I had challenge of kind of completing work on within the timeline. So what happened? The VP Education or the president, they kind of keep track of the quality of work and the timeline. And I got multiple reminders from them. Okay. Third thing is that I was thinking why I have to attend extra meeting, like the extra ExCom meeting or the extra ExCom session. Basically, that is to add like the add DCP point for us. So to discuss these all things, I connected with the Pranav, who was the previous essay. So I told these all things to him, and he started explaining things, something like this. Bro, do you know, essay role looks very simple from outside, but from inside it is tough. But one thing is sure, if you want to learn actual collaboration, you should continue this essay role. And about the responsibility and then the strict timeline, Gabbys XCOM members are not only kind of, their aim is not just to run the club, their aim is to give Gabby a brand. This is the reason why you need to work these all. I mean, you need to follow everything. So what happened? I started understanding, and then I got to know my responsibility, timeline, and the most important thing is the Gabby's vision. And after knowing this, I made changes in the routine and my thinking. So what I did, first thing, I try to connect more with the XCOM member. For example, respond a little bit quicker to any message that is arriving. Second thing is that since many people are proactive, like our VP Sudharma or another SA Manvi, they are super active. So I thought, just to match that, I should also do my work on time. Third and last thing is that I thought to join XCOM meeting frequently. It doesn't only give me the update, it also gives me it tells me my responsibility as a SA. So to conclude all the thing, we collaborate everywhere, and it's up to us to collaborate nicely just to avoid confusion and conflict. And in Toastmaster, basically it helped me to know my responsibility in the better way through the communication. Thank you, and back to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit, for letting us know today that how are you an expert at your SAA role. Our next speaker today is Toastmaster Monica Ashwini. She would be evaluated by Toastmaster Malavika. Are you saying something, Toastmaster Monica?
No, I'm good.
Okay. She would be attempting her level 4 project 1 from the path Visionary Communication. Her project name is Communication Change, and the project purpose is for Toastmaster Monica to practice the skills needed to effectively communicate change to a group or organization. Timer, please note her speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Monica is an MBA and a management consultant at Accenture Strategy. She's a bibliophile, gardening enthusiast, fitness freak, and a baker. Toastmaster Monica Ashwini, change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. Toastmaster Monica Ashwini.
It is often said that change begins when you move out of your comfort zone. Why did we humans progress faster as compared to other living species on this earth? Because we are adaptable. We change according to these situations, according to these circumstances. We adapt ourselves according to that respective situation and circumstance. And then we have that unique ability to collaborate, which is why we humans sit on top of this food chain. If I may ask, what has been the biggest change in your life? A quick show of hands, anyone who would want to take a stab at it. What has been the biggest change in your life? Toastmaster Ritu, yeah?
I think public speaking has been the biggest change. Talking
Okay.
publicly, because I was so shy talking to people, and this has happened. And this is the biggest change.
Public speaking. Anyone else?
I think for me, the biggest change has been I got my hair cut in a weird manner, and I'm very happy that it's healed and grown back to normal.
Okay, okay. So through these answers, we get to know that making any change in our lives requires a lot of determination, a lot of hard work, agility, and whatnot. It is said that if you practice a particular work or any kind of activity for around 21 days, it becomes a habit. So initially, we humans are very anxious when we have to make a change in any aspect of our lives. But when we practice it for 21 days, it becomes a habit. And then it is difficult for us to not indulge into that habit. Let me walk you through my journey of 2 big changes in my life. I take you to the year 2014-2015. I was fresh out of my graduation, fresh out of engineering college, and I was on a break for around a couple of months, and I was in my hometown. After that, I was supposed to join my corporate career. So I was in a break for around 2 months, which is why I was visiting my hometown. Personally, I was never that kind of a person who was athletic, who was never into sports, never into any kind of extracurricular activity. I was always surrounded by books. I was studying, busy as a beaver, nothing else apart from studying. So there is a recreation center just beside my house. So I always used to glance through that recreation center, and there was a board in front of that recreation center that said yoga classes 6 to 7 a.m. Monday to Friday. And I thought, so early in the morning, why would I even try and go there, attend those yoga classes? One day, I gathered the courage. I just wanted to see what's happening inside the class. I just gathered the courage. I went into the class, and I was flabbergasted to see that people across all age groups participating in such a zealous manner. Everyone, each one of them, like people ranging from 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and even 40 to 50 and beyond, they were actively participating in that yoga class. I got exposure to the asanas, meditation practices like Bhastrika, Anulom, Vilom, and whatnot. Now, when I joined that class for the first time, I was very anxious. And when I left that particular class on that particular day, I was surprised. I was so much into calm and composure, and I was so thankful that I came here. I gave it a try. And today, I stand in front of you as a person with a lot of calm and composure, with a lot of determination, with an ability to react peacefully in certain difficult situations. And that is who I am because of yoga. That is the biggest change that yoga has brought in me. I'll take you through the second change. It is very recent. It is the most precious change in my life. And it happened in the year 2021, December. I'm a mother now. I'm a mother to a beautiful 1-year-old daughter. Now, motherhood is the most happiest experience. I'm sure mothers over here would resonate with this thought. But at the same time, it is the most challenging aspect of a woman's life. Why is it challenging? Because you have sleepless nights. You change as a person, physically, mentally. You have to be available for your baby 24/7. That constant dissatisfaction that hovers in your mind that you are not doing enough. You're not doing enough for your baby. You're not doing enough for your own self. You have to be a multitasker. All for equality. I'm all for equality. But there are certain aspects of motherhood or womanhood, or even fatherhood for that matter, that certain aspects of life can only be handled by a woman and certain aspects can only be handled by a man. So let's not get into that race of equality just for the sake of it. So when I joined my work after 6 months of maternity leave, it was the toughest phase of my life. Because I was like, I'm a very career-oriented person. What am I doing? I'm not able to concentrate. I'm not able to focus on my job. My child is my priority now. What should I do? What did I do? How did I communicate that change to myself? I took a break of around 1.5 weeks. And I decided, as lame as it may sound, but I decided that I will do smart work rather than hard work. Now, there's a difference between the two. So I'll focus on my smart work rather than my hard work. And I will focus on managing my baby, my work, and my own self. That is how I balanced my motherhood along with prioritizing my own self. So in the end, I would want to say that embrace any kind of change, positive or negative. In the beginning, you might feel anxious. You might feel that I'm not ready for this. I'm not meant for this. And why is this happening to me? But slowly and slowly, we humans are are such beings that we will be adaptable in certain tough situations as well. So that is why it is said that embrace your change, because change is constant. It's going to happen either way. So it's up to you to be agile and to be ready to embrace that change. Thank you. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for letting us know how yoga changed you and how beautifully you've balanced, given yourself time along with prioritizing motherhood. Our next speaker today is Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh. Toastmaster Upasana would be evaluated by Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. And I see you, Toastmaster Mukund. She would be attempting her level 5 project 2 from the Path team collaboration. Her project name is Reflect on Your Path. The purpose of her speech is for her to reflect on her growth during the completion of her entire path. Timer, please note, her speech duration is 10 to 12 minutes. Toastmaster Upasana is a chirpy, happy-go-lucky bookworm who loves to eat, cook, travel, listen to music, and read about Indian mythology. She's been fortunate enough to visit 13 different countries and love exploring new cultures. Currently, she works as a senior technical writer for an MNC. Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh, TEAM. TEAM, Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh.
Today, as I stand at the crossroad of my journey, I am compelled to pause and reflect. The path I have traversed in this Toastmaster as well as in my life, sometimes rocky, often winding, has shaped me in profound ways. This project, this entire path has been more than a mere sequence of steps. It has been a metamorphosis for me. When I embarked on this path, on this path called team collaboration, I carried a backpack of uncertainty. The trail ahead was obscure of mist, and I couldn't predict the terrains. I didn't know what Toastmaster is. I didn't know how the path works over here, what are the levels, and what to do with the speeches. But my curiosity always made me go ahead rather than going behind. Yet there was an anticipation, a spark of curiosity that urged me to go forward, to look what's there inside, and what would I encounter next. The path wasn't always smooth. The path, even in my real life as well as in Toastmasters, was never so easy. There were uphills to climb that left me breathless, metamorphical boulders that tested my resolve. Doubts crept in and whispered, Upasana, turn back. This is not meant for you. Go to your old path. Go to your old self. You are not meant for this. Are you really enough? Are you really worthy of this? But my resilience, my determination made me go ahead. I wanted to go and see what's there next. Each obstacle then became a stepping stone for me, a lesson in resilience. I learned that growth often emerges from discomfort. Never has it ever been that on your comfort of your couch, you have achieved a high goal, or you have achieved any goal for that. You have to come out of your comfort zone. As I walked, I reached milestones. I completed my level 1, level 2, level 3 in this journey. Small victories that punctuated the journeys. The first time I finished my level 1, that day, I felt as if I have achieved a major goal. And when I the moment I glimpse at the progress, I celebrate them. For me, victory doesn't mean it has to be very big. Even for me, small victories matter a lot. Because from small victories, you can enjoy the bigger ones. They were my affirmations of my capacity to evolve. Through all the levels of my life, as well as in Toastmaster, I understood that I can do it. Maybe I'll struggle. Maybe I will fall thousands of times, but I will get up and learn and go towards my goal. Paths intersected. Along the way, I encountered fellow travelers. Some walked behind me for a while, sharing their stories and laughters. In life, as well as in Toastmasters, you encounter so many people who will help you, who will be there behind you to push you up so that you can climb the ladder of your success path. And there would be some people whom you meet for a second and they are just like a shooting star. But each person comes with their own wisdom. Each person comes with their own experiences, which you can take, which you can learn. From their wisdom, you can learn many things. How did they resolve their problems? What all can you take which will help you to resolve your problem, your struggle? And through this, I have met friends, I have met mentors, I have met just a fellow travelers like me. Maybe they did not help me much with the wisdom or with the learnings, but they were my side support. They were my shoulders, keep my head on when I was in doubt, when I did not know what to do next. Maybe in life, we also need people like this. Not everybody can be your mentor, and not everybody should be, but there should be people around you where you can just spend time with them in serenity. Certain stretches of life and path were narrow, and I would feel that how do I conquer them? I had to squeeze through self-doubt and limiting beliefs. These moments of introspection revealed my vulnerability. I have wept like anything, even in my life when I had to resolve any problems and I didn't know what to do, even in my Toastmasters journey. But these all things have made me stronger. It has made me resilient, courageous, that no matter what happens in life, look forward, look towards your goal. And during this path, I have learned that courage is an absence of fear. It is taking a step despite it. I may sound very positive. Whenever anybody meets me, I may radiate positivity. But then there are times where even my positive affirmations does not work on me. My positive motivation does not work on me. But despite that, my curiosity takes me ahead to look, what next? What is there which I did not learn? What is there which I did not explore? The stones along this path bear witness to these lessons. Not all growth occur on the main trail of your path. Sometimes you have to detour. Sometimes it is okay to deviate from your path. Go and do whatever you feel like. Like during this complete path level 5 journey, I saw that all my stories had impact on me as well as on other people. For me, I thought that these were just mere stories and I have to speak. But later I realized that through this, I have come to know that I love dancing. And this love for dance took me to a dance class and I'm still continuing. This way, and since in my introduction it says that I love to travel, there are times where I have traveled. There were times where I've given speeches while traveling. So it is okay if you detour from your main trail, from your main path. Detour adds color to this monochrome path. And it is absolutely okay that even if you detour for years, and if you come back to the main trail, because at the end, you have to be on your path, on your journey. And now, as I near the end, I glimpse the summit, a place of fulfillment, a place of victory, a place to rejoice. It is not about reaching the peak, it is about the view from there. And when I look back, I see how far I have come. The layers of resilience, the brushstroke of courage, my vulnerability, my stupidity, my innocence, everything has come up. The person who started this journey is way different from the person who is standing now. A little wiser, a tad braver, innocent, quirky, unique, but resilient. In this speech, I share fragments of my growth, that how I grew through this path, how people have helped me, how I have helped myself. And I realized that vulnerability became strength as I recount the doubts. It is not that I do not doubt myself today also. I do. But after overthinking, when I come to my senses, I am like, it's okay to overthink, but I have to go ahead because my goal is not yet achieved. And that is what my mission is. The big breakthroughs and the quiet victories made me enjoy this path. My audience, I hope that you will connect and you have connected with my authenticity until now from level 1 to level 5. And even in my personal path also, I'm sure people do connect with my authenticity. As we all are fellow travelers, we all are trying to achieve our goals. I'm sure we all are traveling to different paths, but our main goal is to become courageous, resilient, no matter what happens. In this path of team collaboration, I have not only encountered many things, series of failures and success, but I have got so many people to hold on, to say that these are mine. Completing this path isn't an endpoint. It is just a checkpoint. And in Toastmasters, this is just my path 1. There are many more to go, many more to achieve, many more to conquer. And as I reflect, I realize new path awaits for me. Each one beckons a canvas for fresh experiences, new companions, and uncharted territories. So I step forward, heart with gratitude, beaming with gratitude. For in reflection lies renewal, and in renewal lies life's grand adventure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Upasana, for taking us through the emotional roller coaster ride that any pathway probably brings along with it. For someone like me, who's on my first pathway, I understood what the journey ahead lies. You said things like courage is not the absence of fear, and it struck a chord with me. Thank you for sharing your speech. Also, congratulations on completing your Pathbreaker speech. I request everyone to please give Toastmaster Upasana a standing ovation. Congratulations. We will now take a break for 5 minutes and come back. It's 10:59. We'll be back at 11:04.
Gauri, we can start.
Well, welcome back, everyone. I would request the timer to please let us know if there have been any disqualifications. There will be no poll for the speakers because we had a path breaker speech today. Timer, please confirm.
There are no disqualifications for the speeches.
Thank you. Okay, let's get back to the topic of resistance. Now, resistance is also very intelligent. Can anyone tell me why? Why is resistance intelligent? Well, it's intelligent because it knows your strengths and weaknesses better than you do. It knows exactly when to hit you, which is when are you at the lowest. It will tell you, why should I come on camera? Let her rant. What can I do? I'm not participating. I'm not a speaker. I'm not an evaluator. What will happen if I come on camera? So what? It's Saturday. I'm lazing around and so on. Another thing about resistance is that it is impersonal. What do I mean when I say that resistance is impersonal? Well, it's not choosing people. Resistance is there for everyone, like gravity. If you're a breathing thing, then you do have resistance. It's like a tiger. You can't go up to a tiger and say, I'm vegetarian. Tiger, please don't eat me up. I've never done any injustice to anybody. Do you think the tiger will even listen to you? It would have eaten you before you even completed all these sentences. So it's the job of resistance to stop you from living your best life. Now, this one is very special to me. What does this picture make you feel? Toastmaster Amit, I would like to ask you, what do you feel when you look at her?
Something like reacting or anger.
Well, she's actually a poor, normal, quiet person who's been blessed with very, it's RBF, okay? So like our presiding officer, Sourav Dutta, had mentioned, RBF means resting bitch face. I personally suffer from this myself. I thought that if I put my picture out here, it would be a bit too self-deprecating, and I'm not that humorous. Anyways, so this poor lady here has just been blessed by expressions that when she's not smiling or when she doesn't have any expression on her face, Toastmaster Amit calls her angry. Now, this is again about resistance. You know, it shows up in the form of experiences or how we perceive things. She's not angry, Toastmaster. Might in fact be very conscious from inside. Moving on. Now, resistance relaxes when you're chilling. Have you ever seen resistance coming up when you're gossiping or eating potatoes or Netflixing? It never does because it's enjoying with you. Resistance loves you at that time because you're not achieving anything, and resistance is winning at that point of time. Resistance is most powerful at the finishing line. Now, when you've reached the finishing point, resistance starts feeling insecure because it feels that it should not quit, and how can it let you win? It goes into panic mode and it gives its strongest blow to you at that time. It will convince you why you shouldn't do it. It will say the most irrational things to you. Look back at things in your life that you gave up or tolerated for too long only because you were questioning your abilities. More often than not, it just prolongs your suffering and makes you feel very insecure and inferior about yourself. With this, I would now like to take you to the second section of our Toastmaster meeting, which is our most awaited table topic section. Today, our table topic master is DTM Sourav Dutta. He is a diehard stoic who believes we suffer more in our imagination than in reality. Please welcome our table topic master, DTM Sourav Dutta, for some really thought-provoking topics inspired by Stoicism. Over to you, DTM Sourav.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining for this table topic session. So we are going to start with a few topics which will absolutely make you think. So that's a promise that I have for you. So who's going to go first? Any volunteers? Okay, I see Toastmaster Manikam raise his hand first, so I'll go with Toastmaster Manikam. Toastmaster Manikam, would you want to come on camera? Okay. Toastmaster Manikam, your topic is fire is the test of gold, adversity of strong men. Fire is the test of gold, adversity of strong men. I'm putting the topic on chat. You can start, Toastmaster Manikam.
Yeah, thank you, Gabby, for giving this opportunity. So, myself, Manikam. So, to start with my topic, fire is the test of gold and adversity of strong men. Yeah, the fire, the word, I think everybody will be inspired, something they wanted to achieve in their life. I think when we started doing something, it will be like we are trying to make a fire during winter season. But once we are find a way, so how we can make that fire, the progress, the way. So to cultivate that fire, so what are the things? Example, if you want to make a fire, you need to have wood or some oil to burn or a matchbox kind of thing. Likewise, anything if you want to fire up in your life, we need to have some setup plans so that that will make us very hard. Uh, once we made that path or way, so that will be help us to achieve that fire. Uh, to relate to the real world. So I don't know here so many of you finance world. So I feel like everybody will be saying fire achieving like financial freedom in lifetime. So they wanted to achieve the financial freedom in short term. Example, you don't want to work in until 60 or 50, but if you started in the early stage, you can achieve the fire very easily. So that is give like certain pathways. Example, giving investment ideas, what exactly you need to be covered. So those and all it will be covered in that. So for that, we should have the multiple plans. Example, you can do one-time investment, or you can do choosing the multiple products like investing in the index funds or mutual funds. There's multiple ways out there, but to reach that fire stage, example, you don't want to work until 60, but you can reach when you are 30, you want to retire and you don't want to depend on anyone. So to reach that goal, so it will be not that much easy way. So that should have the multiple stages of planning and process. So once you reach that goal phase, like reaching that fire, you feel like the process, whatever you've gone through. So that will be very tenacious for you for some time, because it's not that you will be achieving in a short while, because the process it will take more than while. So that fire we should everybody like it will ignite us and make the next level. So I feel like that fire everybody should have in their life, and it will be great to have. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manikam. I have actually made a small mistake. I should have mentioned the timing protocols and the purpose of table topic, which is the general protocol in any Toastmaster meeting. So we do this table topic session for helping us prepare for impromptu speaking, situations that we face in our life on a daily basis, where we have to give a response to some unprepared questions. When someone asks us a question like, something as simple as why were you late to office to something as complex as where were you all night partying hard, right? So that is what we get ready for. And that's why we say that table topics is a survival skill. It's not a good to have skill. It can make and break relationships at work and at home. And during your table topic session, you will be timed by a timer for 1 to 2 minutes. You have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute, at which the timer will show you the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, you will be shown the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, you will be shown the red card. If you are speaking for more than 2 minutes 30 seconds, you will be disqualified, which means that you will not be a part of the polling, where we will ask the members and the guests to vote for the best table topic speaker. So with this, I'll move on to the second person who's volunteered, which is Toastmaster Sanjay Jain. Toastmaster Sanjay Jain, the topic for you is, it is the part of a wise man to resist. It is the part of a wise man to resist. I'm putting the topic on chat as well.
Okay. Thank you, DTM Sourav Dutta, and good morning to all. It is a part of wise man to resist. When we face with any situation, we have to make whether it's good to us or it's bad to us. Every time we have to ask this question before taking any decision, because there will be a two paths. One will be a good part and one will be a bad. If you are in college life or something and you think that drinking is a good, which gives us a feeling of being different from others. But is it a good path or is it a bad path? That we have to understand in our life. If it gives only enjoyment for few hours or few minutes or within a friend circle, but it does not give any value addition to you, then you have to think twice before taking a decision. So every time you have to ask whether this is a good or this is a bad thing. If we are able to justify ourselves and to the society in which we live, then it is said that we are doing a good thing than not. If the same thing is in Western culture, drinking is a good thing because of weather conditions and things like that. But in India, it will be seen in a different manner. So each cultural situation and geography also plays an important role in deciding the things. In a similar situation, if you see cultural difference between societies and regional barriers, so in which part of the country, world you are, you have to adapt to that culture and be a wise man to that culture so that people respect you and gives importance to you. So that is my takeover, and over to you, DTM to Sourav Dutta. Thank you for giving me a topic.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanjay. Our next topic will be for our guest, Toastmaster DTM Kavita Prakash. I think Kavita, you're a DTM, right? If I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the topic for you is, I'm putting the topic on chat first. The topic for you is, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Over to you, DTM Kavita.
Thank you, topic master Sourav. That's a very, very interesting topic. In fact, you can call it as the motto of India. You may think that I'm talking about politics. No, but I'm talking about diplomacy. What did India do for so many years with our neighbor that was troubling us, infiltrating the borders? We were scared of them, or at least they thought so. They tried to manipulate everything that would happen. But now our diplomacy is very strong. The government is supportive, the military is spruced up, and its revenge is to abstain from any interaction that is just not productive. India said, we are not coming to the discussion tables until you mend your ways. Well, I think this is a very high, profound example of how to take revenge. Let me boil it down to something that relates to our own personal life. Yesterday, I was working with a bunch of children and I just led them through a topic of expressing their emotions. And the emotion for the session was anger. And I gave them 5 minutes to pen down how they managed their anger when they countered it in a real life situation. Every child had remorse and a great realization. Of course, that took some minutes for them to understand because they had to settle down their fire and the feelings that emanated from the angry emotion. And then they realized it was really surprising to me that they were just about class 5, 6, 7 students. Ultimately, everyone said, it is helpful if we can be calm and understand with maturity rather than reacting. I think that was a big learning for me. What do you say, Sourav? What do you?
Thank you so much, DTM Kavita, for a lovely take on the topic. I will move on to the next speaker, who is Toastmaster Yogesh Kumar JS. Yogesh, would you be able to come on camera?
I'm outside. Can you please excuse me?
Not a problem. Okay. So here is the topic for you, Yogesh. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. I'm putting the topic on chat as well.
Okay. Thank you, Sourav, for the topic. It is up to oneself to be felt harmed or not. For you to be harmed by someone else, there should be something wrong in you. If you're not able to counter it, or if you're not able to face it, or if you're weak, someone will try to bully you, or someone will try to do something wrong to you, or someone will try to harm you. So the one who is harming you, or you are the one who's letting him harm you. You guys have to be strong to be unharmed by anybody else. You have to be, what do I say? You need to be strong enough to face any adversities. And you don't have, see, if you're a weak person, then only the other person will try to harm you. If you're strong, nobody can harm you. That is what I believe. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Yogesh. A very sincere take on the topic. And with this, I will move on to our next speaker, Toastmaster Samita Kar. Samita, since you are a division level contestant, I am going to give you a little bit of a tough topic. At least I consider that tough. You may find it damn easy. Okay. So the topic for you is better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. I'm putting the topic on chat as well.
Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue. Food for thought, isn't it? While walking, when we trip, we may fall or we may not fall. The question is here, what happens if we fall? We hurt ourselves, get up and keep going. Our egos hurt? Probably yes. The other day, I saw someone, my close friend. She was talking to her mortal enemy, and I saw her how she was lashing out at her. I looked at her and felt this verbal lashing is going to have a repercussion, which will be felt years later. She could have stopped it, but she didn't. This tripping of the tongue leads us to disaster, disastrous relationship, disaster in getting work done, disaster as a leader. Imagine if my leader, my CEO is going to lash out at me. After that, they may say sorry n number of times. Will I ever forget that? Isn't it better if we trip and fall and get that bruised ego because I have fallen in midst of everybody? But we have seen in Miss India contests and international contests as well. They fall, they get up, they walk. But have you ever seen anyone who has tripped with the tongue, lashed out at someone, and ever been forgiven or forgotten for that matter? That never happens. Remember that. Over to you. DTM Sourav.
Thank you so much. Yes, I think verbal abuse is as dangerous or as damaging as physical abuse. And thank you so much for that reminder with your message. Our next speaker, and this is our penultimate speaker. Post that we will have one more speaker. So we'll the last two speakers. So the next speaker is Ajay Sharma. Ajay, are you a Toastmaster?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the topic for you is, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it.
Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Basically, if it is not right, don't do it. If it is not true, don't tell it. Ever since in my life, there are certain circumstances which may arise and which might adhere me in certain circumstances where I feel awkward or where I feel that I should not do this kind of work. But I need to get rid of certain things, the bad habits which I inculcated since my childhood days. But after certain dig out certain things in my mind and seen couple of peoples around me that they get rid of their bad habits and convert their bad habits to a good habit, then I know that whenever you want to change or embrace your challenges, then one thing for sure to happen, that you get out from your comfort zone and get into a zone where you are a performer. That needs to be a mindset of growth. And if you are a growth mindset person, then definitely it will in your life you will feel that at certain point of time you feel awkward and you will face challenges. But to overcome those challenges, you need a resistance power. You need to eradicate the bad habits in yourself, and then you will able to achieve anything in your life. And to me, success is not merely a word. It needs to a constant practice of converting your bad habits to a good habit. Thank you. Over to you, Titi.
Thank you so much. And our last speaker for today is our newest member, Toastmaster Ritu Shukale. Toastmaster Ritu, your topic is, the whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately.
The future
lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. I'm sorry, I'll repeat that. The whole future lies in uncertainty. live immediately. I'm putting the topic on chat as well. You can start, Ritu.
So as you all know about the uncertainty that has happened just lately with pandemic, I mean, all of us were stuck. Everyone was shattered with the thought of how exactly we got to have our livelihood, how exactly we have to protect our love and dear ones. And what has that happened? So immediately is that the recession-proof industries like EdTech industry, something like an online platform, people started looking for options, work from home options, and that happened so immediately. So with this thought of getting uncertainty in life is something that is so scary. And when this comes to our mind, we first look up for inspirations, we'll look up for people who have withstand the situation. And all that I must say is that it should not break you from inside. It should make you more stronger. It should make you more capable of finding opportunities. Finding opportunities is the only way to sustain. And how would you make that happen? You could make that happen by knowledge, by enriching your proficiency in what you do, exploring things. And that's what I did. I was a normal human. And for me, the struggle started with pandemic. I lost jobs. Companies just lay off employees. And what I must do is, I just started upscaling myself. It's all my confidence that helped me to break even with what exactly I dreamt of. I never had the courage to talk. I have no courage to even look at people and stare and talk. But that happened with the platforms that I just came across and just kept on building myself. So the inner strength is important, and that's what is conveyed through this beautiful thought. Thank you, Sourav. Over to you.
Yes, it's indeed a beautiful thought, and none of these thoughts I claim credit for. These are age-old thoughts written almost more than 100, or maybe more than that, by great thinkers like Seneca. And this is a part of the philosophy of Stoicism, which the quotes that I read out. This is, I'm a diehard Stoic, and that's why I love these quotes. I'm also putting, I had some more topics, but because of paucity of time, we could not cover that. I'm putting the topics on chat. If you're a table topic contestant at an area division level, this could be something that you can practice with. Each of these is a food for thought. So please feel free to practice this at home. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, DTM Sourav Dutta, for thought-provoking topics and always giving up something extra. Thank you for giving us more topics to work on. Also, congratulations to all the speakers on attempting the table topics. I now hand over the stage to our general evaluator to conduct her evaluation section. Toastmaster Jaspreet Kaur.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Gauri Aggarwal. Let's straight away venture into our evaluation section. Our first evaluator today is Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. She'll be evaluating speaker Toastmaster Amit. Yogita is a happy-go-lucky person. She's enjoying her phase as an HR and image and soft skills trainer. Beyond the 9-to-5 hustle, she loves to enjoy dancing, reading mind-bending books, exploring new places, and experimenting different cuisines. Toastmaster Yogita, over to you. Please present your evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate my target speaker to go on the stage in such a short span of time, because the other speaker who was going to deliver dropped down at the last moment, and yet he picked up the role. Okay, so he delivered a compelling speech on collaboration, started with a very comprehensive definition that immediately captured the audience attention. The clarity and eloquence with he explained what is the importance of collaboration It sent a very strong foundation for the speech. He further shared personal examples and related them to the meeting itself. So it made the concept more accessible and understandable for the audience. So, and though he prepared it last minute, he demonstrated remarkable tenacity and composure, delivering a well-structured and a coherent presentation. Now, I would like to tell about, initially he was nervous, but you effectively you had moved towards showcasing more confidence. You showcased actionable solutions to a deep understanding. Further, I would like to suggest you that there are certain things which you might need to work upon. You were looking somewhere, not in the camera, you were looking here and there. So I think you need to focus on that part. Apart from this, the use of filler words was a bit noticeable. So I would also suggest you to work upon the vocabulary and the filler words. The body language of the speech was good. You had a good start, you had a good structure, and in the conclusion, you delivered 3 ways in how you can work upon that situation. So that is fine. That is really nice. Nevertheless, so the commendable delivery under the constraints and the ability to seamlessly integrate personal experiences with actionable insights, they are indicative that you are very, very dedicated and your role definitely demands a good applause. Congratulations on completing the project and congratulations for this job.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Yogita, for your evaluation. And I think you've summed it all, everything for Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster Amit, the target speaker, just one thing I would like to add. First of all, congratulate you for taking your own story, your own examples for explaining the speech objective. You were so humble and so honest. Kudos to you for that. Just a small recommendation. You were looking sideways all through your speech. Please avoid doing that. Now, when I listened to Evaluator Yogita, I know the reason that it was a last minute pitch-in that you did, but otherwise it was all in all a great speech. Big round of applause for both the evaluator and the speaker. Thank you.
Toastmaster Jaspreet, I'm so sorry, but I'll have to interfere. I have made a small mistake. Timer, could you please confirm if there were any disqualifications in the table topics?
Yes, there's one disqualification for Manikam.
Okay, thank you for confirming that. I would request the Zoom master to please launch the polls, and Toastmaster Jaspreet, please continue.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Next, we have our second evaluator, Toastmaster Malavika Mandalappa. She will be evaluating speaker Toastmaster Monica. Toastmaster Malavika has worked in media for over 15 years as a director of photography and an editor. She loves creating stories and is dabbling in writing. She hopes to build confidence through Toastmasters and also improve her writing abilities by giving speeches. Toastmaster Malavika, please go ahead with your evaluation. Can we please spotlight the target speaker and the evaluator?
Toastmaster Monica had to leave the meeting. She had some emergency.
All right. So then we can, I think, spotlight.
Pause the recording. We can go ahead with the evaluation.
Yes.
It's a good morning, everyone. My target speaker is not here, so I'm just going to start off with my evaluation. I'm just going to imagine she's present. So, Monica, your speech today was really, really good. I really enjoyed watching you give your speech. I thought it had a clarity of thought. Your body, the way you structured your speech was very well done. Also, you had very good presence, stage presence, which was very immediate as soon as you came on stage. So I think in all these aspects, you have a very good advantage in becoming a great speaker. But coming to your speech and the speech objectives of your project for today. So the objective of your speech was to communicate change to a group or organization that will be affected by the change. Although your speech had a good structure and you had good content, I feel that's maybe somewhere you failed to fulfill this objective, because you told us instances of change within your life, but I wasn't able to clearly see how the audience that you're targeting was gaining anything or getting affected by those examples. So some of the instances that I would like to mark out is firstly about motherhood, which was one of the main themes of your speech. Now, if you're talking about motherhood, I would assume that you would be addressing an audience who would mainly consist of maybe to-be mothers or mothers. And you were talking about how that once you became a mother, you chose to step back and take care of your child because you felt that was where your priority lies. And only you would be able to fulfill that role. But after, I think 1.5 years, you decided to go back to work. And you said that you decided to work smarter and not harder. So now, if you're addressing an audience, who's looking forward to getting some tidbits of feedbacks, I think that was a bit lacking over there, because there was so much that you could have expanded on in this area in terms of like, how did you come to that conclusion? How difficult was that decision for you to make? And what was that 1.5 years like for you? And when you decided to come back, what were your struggles? What were the difficulties you faced? How did you overcome them? And, how were you able to work smarter? What are the things that you inculcated in your life that enabled you to go from a hardworking person to a smart working person? So I just felt like if you had maybe included these aspects, then you would have met your speech objective. So that was where I felt maybe the speech was a bit lacking. You also spoke about yoga and how yoga changed your life. That was pretty self-explanatory. But if you had concentrated on motherhood more, I just thought maybe if you had just stuck to maybe one topic instead of two, then you would have had more time to expand on the areas that would have directly impacted your audience. So that was just a suggestion from my side. Apart from that, I just have one this thing for the SA, because Monica kept looking off screen throughout. I think she had 2 screens, and the screen that was spotlighted might have been the other screen. So when she was giving a speech, she kept looking off camera. So I don't know if there is some spotlighting thing that could be the reason for that. So I just thought I'd just mention that. But apart from that, I think it was a great speech. You have the ability to structure a good speech. You have a good screen presence. I think just make sure that you meet the project objectives and everything.
Thank you so much, Evaluator Toastmaster Malavika, for that. Now, as a mother myself who had to go on sabbatical, I thoroughly loved the speech and the way she presented and went through it. Wonderful it was. And but then the points brought out by Toastmaster Malavika were to be taken into consideration. Just one word, Toastmaster Malavika, we can avoid repeating the contents of the speech because that we have already heard. So we can just leave that and move on, giving a fleeting reference to it and then giving our own feedback for that. Now, regarding the speaker, Toastmaster Monica, in absentia, I want to praise her for one thing, something very appreciable, that her speeches in the beginning, she connects straight away with the audience right at the beginning every time. And that's a very great thing to do. And please keep it up, Toastmaster Monica. Thank you, Toastmaster Malavika. And a big round of applause for both the evaluator and the speaker. Thank you. The third evaluator for us today is Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. He will be evaluating Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh. Toastmaster Mukund Joshi is a finance professional working as a director for Capgemini. We have somebody's mic echoing back. Can we please take care?
You can go ahead. I have muted.
Thank you. Thank you. So Toastmaster Mukund Joshi is a finance professional working as a director for Capgemini. He has been president of Smedley Speakers Society twice. He loves reading, public speaking, and currently he is learning golf. Toastmaster Mukund, over to you for your evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good afternoon, good morning, Toastmasters and Upasana in particular. First of all, my hearty congratulations, Upasana, on completing this pathway team collaboration. I have to tell you what a reflection it has been of your tenacious journey, which came out in your speech. You know, there is a saying in English which says, curiosity killed the cat. I think your speech has simply trashed that saying left, right, and center. Your speech has simply proved it wrong in many ways. And you have mentioned that in your speech, whether when you were filled with self-doubt or whether your terrain was obscured with mist or when your positive affirmations did not work, it was curiosity that came to your rescue and that kept you going. Excellent. According to me, your speech had 3 sections in it. The first section was about your own experiences, the rocky and windy journey, the self-doubts you had, how you were progressing slowly but surely, and how resilience, determination, and curiosity kept you going, your own experiences. The second section of your speech was about how the other people helped you, other people who are part of your journey in completing this pathway helped you, and how you made friends and mentors in the journey, how they enriched, how you were enriched by their wisdom and experiences, and how they came to your help when you were in a self-doubt, all about the people who helped. And the third section was about your own learnings. And here is where that profound statement that you made came into picture, which is basically courage as absence of fear. Okay, and you told us so many things about your learnings in this third section of yours. And it was okay to deviate from the path where you went around exploring dancing, traveling, etc. And how, again, where you are currently is just a checkpoint and not the end point. Now, you brought out very clearly how travel is more about the journey and not about the destination. If at all there were some areas of improvement, Upasana, what I would like to tell you is that for someone who has a very low span of attention, your speech kind of felt like a long monologue, 10 to 12 minute monologue. If you could have sprinkled that with a little bit of humor, in your entire path, you would have definitely had some light moments. You could have brought that out in your speech and sprinkled it with a little bit of humor. And secondly, a little more gestures, hand gestures, that both would have made it very impactful, the whole thing. But overall, I don't want to dilute the impact of your speech on us, at least me. I would like to repeat some of the basics of wisdom that you mentioned in your speech. Courage is absence of fear, enriched by the wisdom and experience of the people you met. It's not about reaching the peak, but the view from there. There is growth and discomfort, very profound. And people were able to connect with my authenticity. Excellent. Thank you. Great speech, Upasana. Look forward to more speeches from you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Evaluator Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. No points any further for the speaker since you've covered it up all very beautifully. A big round of applause for both the Evaluator and the speaker. So what I can say now is that all 3 speakers today seemed to be brand ambassadors of being tenacious. The way they kept moving ahead in life against all odds is commendable. Thank you very much, all 3 of you, for sharing your experiences, your life journey with us. Now let's move on to the Taggle team report now. I would request the timer, Toastmaster Prabha, to present the timer's report. Toastmaster Prabha, over to you. Can we please spotlight the timer? Toastmaster Prabha, you can start.
Yes.
She's not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so almost all the speakers were within the time frame as per the segments. Only two speakers one from table topics and evaluation were beyond the time frame. That's it from my end. I will share the report in the chat section. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prabha, for that short and crisp report. A big round of applause for the timer, please. Next, we have the R counter, Toastmaster Sanjay. First of all, Toastmaster Sanjay, I would like to thank you for pitching in at the last minute as the R counter, as the other one had a medical emergency. This spontaneous help means a lot to us at Gabbys. I would request you to present your report, please.
Thank you, G, for giving me the opportunity. I congratulate 6 speakers and role takers who did not have any filler songs. One is Toastmaster Gauri, Toastmaster Monica, Toastmaster Jaspreet, Toastmaster Kavita, Toastmaster Samita, and Toastmaster Mukund. Other than that, I had prepared a report. If sharing rights once again, I will present once.
All right. You'll be sharing it in the chat box, Toastmaster Sanjay?
Okay, I'm sharing in the chat box. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, just one point or maybe 2-3 points I would want to add here, that when we are talking about the R counter report, apart from the R's and Ms, we can also bring in the long pauses, short pauses that happen while the person is speaking. And these are to be taken note of because at times they are very meaningful pauses. They add flavor to the speech. So we can take that also up so that it becomes a learning for the others. But anyways, thanks Toastmaster Sanjay for putting in your efforts and taking up the role at the last moment. Now I would call upon the grammarian, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Please present the grammarian's report for us, Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Give me a minute. I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So word of the day was tenacious. Used by Toastmaster Manikam, Mukund, Joshi, and Jaspreet Kaur. Congratulations. There are some good usage in the meeting, like superactive, embrace, profound, metamorphosis, metamorphic, obscure, serenity, detour, remorse. In terms of rhetorical devices, rhetorical questions where we don't answer, like example, what is collaboration? Do you have the reason? Do you think it will listen to you? Anaphora. One minute. The repetition of a word or a phrase at the beginning of successive clauses. Example, each person comes with their experience, each person comes with their knowledge. Upasana. What is that I didn't learn? What is that I didn't explore? Again by Upasana. Hyperphora, question and then answer. Why did we respond to the change? Because we adopt by Monica. Why it is challenging? Because it is time consuming by Monica. So I'll be sharing my report in the chat box. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudhakar, for this very detailed and very interesting report. Just one word of caution that we should just spell check before sharing. Rest, everything was on point. Thank you very much for that. Now I call upon the listener of the day, Toastmaster Alvia Saji. Let's see what she has in store for us. Toastmaster Alvia, please come up with your questions and see how many of us were listening attentively. Over to you, Toastmaster Alvia.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So it's Alvia again. I hope that everybody were tenaciously able to, listen to all of the speeches and evaluations and were able to, well absorb and enjoy the content that was being shared today. So I have a couple of questions now. So Toastmaster Gauri had started off by stating that resistance is a dash enemy. So what did she refer to? Dash enemy. What enemy?
Invisible.
Correct. That is Amit, right? All right, that is the correct answer. Second question, again, Amit in his speech mentioned about the VP of Education at Toastmasters. So who is the one that holds the position of VP of Education at Toastmasters?
Sudhakar.
That is correct. Great. Moving on. Third question. Okay, there was this acronym, RBF that was being used by, I mean, not used exactly, but she had, explained to us about this expression that was there on the face of a lady in one of the slides. So, what is the full form?
Resting bitch face.
That is correct. Okay. Next question. Manikam, again, in his speech, discussed about one-time investment and also dash and dash funds, dash funds and dash funds. Fill up the blanks.
Mutual funds.
And?
SIP.
No.
Has fun.
Index funds.
Correct. That is correct. All right. Now, also next question. Monica, Toastmaster Monica, in her speech talked about motherhood, and then her. I think it was in the month of December that she got pregnant. But I want to know what is the age of her daughter currently.
1 year. 1 year.
Correct. That is correct. Wow, amazing. Last question. There was DTM Kavita M. Prakash, who had shared about her conducting a session recently upon for students upon expressing emotions and everything. Which was that one expression that they had focused upon?
Anger management.
That is correct. Amazing, everybody. And that's all from my end. Thank you so much. Back to the general evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Alvia Saji, for engrossing everybody with your interesting questions and the way you put them up. And yes, a little bit word of appreciation is welcome by everybody. It gives a feel-good factor. And I think all through your questions, you were giving that feel-good factor to everybody. Thank you so much for doing that. A big round of applause. Now, let's move on to the meeting in general. A few things about the meeting. The Sergeant at Arms started well in time. Everybody was welcomed. The guests were informed about the Toastmasters and the format of the meeting. Congrats to the entire team working behind the scenes so seamlessly. The best part is the entire resource that is handed to the TMOD and the general evaluator. It makes things very easy for taking up these roles. On top of it, any changes that happen are incorporated very smoothly and spontaneously, that too within the well within the framework of the time, so that if we don't mention it here, people would not even come to know of it. So that's a thumbs up kind of a thing for the entire team behind. Great job done there. Moving on to the presiding officer and the table topic master, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. You are a seasoned Toastmaster. And you prove that with every new meeting that happens, becoming a role model for all the new Toastmasters. As the PO today, you were very well prepared. The required announcements were made in the right order and a very engaging manner. The PPT thing had a very wonderful impact on the audience. The new members were welcomed to the Gabbys family, and you also introduced them to the members of the meeting. Now, as the TTM, you made sure that the topics were not very lengthy, but they were in tune with the theme of the day. As the TTM, you made it a point not to take up a lot of time on screen, but giving your screen to the others, which is so very important, which many of us forget when we step into the shoes of a TTM. Just one point, at the start of the TT section, you missed out on the purpose and various nuances of the table topics. But very soon you picked it up after the first TT speaker. You made it very much clear for the guests so that they know what is expected in this section of the meeting and how it is helpful to us in general. I guess that is justified for a person who's doing so much multitasking as much as you do for each Toastmasters meeting and the ones that have to happen in near future, that my phone is still buzzing with messages that are being put forward by you. What more can I say for you? Reiterating what I said earlier, you are an example to be emulated inside and outside Toastmasters. Kudos to you for that. Now the TMOD Gauri Aggarwal. What a captivating way to start the meeting, Gauri. You use the Mentimeter to make the meeting very interactive right at the beginning. It immediately connected the audience to your theme. Resistance is like a self-protection mechanism where we propose the change or struggle against our desired behavior modifications. It means that despite being highly motivated, with the best intentions, we fight that change at a psychological level. How beautifully you brought up the entire thing, and you made your PPT made it easier for the audience to comprehend the entire thing. Just a small recommendation to you, while sharing your screen, please use the slides on the full screen mode. It will be more captivating. That's the only suggestion from my end. On the whole, a great theme chosen and well delivered. Thanks a lot for that, and a big round of applause for the TMOD for that. And with this, I hand over the virtual stage back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Gauri Aggarwal.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for a detailed evaluation of our meeting today. I will take care of my presentation. Okay, with this, I would like you to quickly again once go to your chat boxes and click on the link again. Answer this poll for me very quickly. Are you able to use the link?
Yes, Toastmaster Gauri.
What is the most common language of resistance according to you? Okay. Thank you for participating in the poll. Well, according to psychologists, the most common language of resistance is actually procrastination. Now, procrastination is very, very smart. Are you able to see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay, now procrastination is very, very smart and manipulative. It will never say, you can't do this. It will say that don't do it today, do it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Not day after, day after. So it never tells you that you cannot do something. Now, what is the solution of dealing with resistance? Keep going. Can I have some answers from all of you in the meeting here? Let's start with our general evaluator, Jaspreet Kaur. What do you think is the solution? We've understood the problem. How do we get rid of it?
Yeah. So if we say the biggest problem is procrastination, then I think a board or a stick-on thing somewhere around me so that it reminds me, it haunts me, and I avoid procrastinating about that thing.
DTM Sourav, do you have any views on the solution?
Was it a question for me?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Come again.
What do you think is the solution?
So the solution is to fall in love with resistance. Like, I have no problem with. I have more problems with getting comfortable rather than feeling challenged. So I think that's something. But that's me. I don't know if that's a workable solution for everyone. But resistance for me gives a high. So, yeah.
Thank you. So resistance is universal. We have to live with it and go back to understanding the tendency of resistance, know how it shows up for you and beat it at its own game. Like DTM Sourav said, take resistance on your side because sometimes stubbornness needs a team jersey. Since it's universal. How you beat it is with resilience, with rebellion, and with resolve. As soon as you get over your resistance comes. So assistance follows when resistance disappears. Thank you for being so patient and cooperating and participating in today's theme. I now hand over the stage to our presiding officer, DTM Sourav Dutta.
Thank you so much. And we are almost at the fag end of the meeting. So we will be wrapping up real soon because we are slightly over time already by 5 minutes. And thanks to our longer TP section than what the TMOD advised me to, so that I take the blame. And as the table topic master, Amit, are the polls already launched? Do we have the poll results already?
I'm going to launch one by one. So
okay, so since we have a time to take a feedback till the polls are launched, may I request some of the guests? We have heard Kavita, DTM Kavita. What about Ashwini T? Would you want to share your feedback about the meeting? Anything you want us to be better at?
Yeah, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, sir. Please tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a wonderful meeting. So I have attended a couple of meetings of Toastmasters, but at a different clubs. So this is one of the best which I have come across. So it's really helpful, and I'm looking forward to participate in the table topics, and also become a member of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club.
Thank you so much. We're really elated to have you as a member of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Thank you. And may I also get the feedback of DTM Kavita, though we have heard her during the table topics, but she's a very, very seasoned Toastmaster. And yeah, please vote, guys. Her essay is waiting. It's election season everywhere. And so, you must be knowing this by now. Every vote matters. Your vote counts. So, DTM Kavita, any quick thoughts, ma'am? Okay, I guess she may not be around. Okay, anyone else wants to say something, or let me, while the TT speeches, the TT polls are on. Anyone who has joined us for the first time? Manikam, I don't think you've joined us for the first time. Do you have any feedback for us? Okay, no?
Yeah, this is the second time I joined.
Yeah, Manikam. So any feedback?
I was literally like learning so many things from this second meeting compared to the first one. I think the one word I can say that it's start of the weekend, and I feel like I made some productivity. That's the one thing.
Thank you. We have the poll results, but before I announce the poll results, there are a couple of things I want to call out. I want to appreciate a few people in this meeting. Number one, our general evaluator. She is doing the role of the general evaluator at a regular Toastmaster meeting for the first time, right? Yes. So great job, Jaspreet. You never came across as a newbie. You never do. I think that's what teaching does to you. You can you can play any role seamlessly. You are so good in whatever role you take up. And thank you so much for doing the G role with so much of grace and poise in the entire meeting. You were very much in control. Even your general evaluation, very meaningful recommendations and very meaningful feedback. And the best thing is it came as a gentle rain and not as a thunderstorm. And what do I say about our TMOD? I mean, someone told me that she is now one of the top-notch TMODs of the Gabbys. So when in doubt, hand it over to Gauri. That's what our strategy is right now. So I think every meeting she's raising the bar for herself. I'm a little concerned that how soon she'll reach the roof, but I'm pretty sure she'll break all the glass ceilings. Thank you so much, Gauri. Wonderfully done. This is the first time as a TMOD in a regular Toastmaster meeting, correct?
No, the second time.
The regular one, the speech marathon was the other one.
No, I've done once just initially when I had come in.
Okay, still fairly fresh, but you never came across as someone who's inexperienced. I would also want to thank a few people who took up roles at the last minute. Toastmaster Sanjay as the R counter. Thank you so much, Sanjay. We had a medical emergency because of which our R counter had to drop off. And our first speaker, Toastmaster Amit Gupta. Thank you so much, Amit, for taking this up at pretty late in the day. And a couple of people who have come back to take roles. I'm seeing Prabha, I'm seeing Alvia. Guys, keep coming back, keep doing these roles. It helps us do the meetings and helps you learn. And we are done with the polls, right, Amit? All the results are in?
Yeah.
Okay. We did not have a TT, we did not have a speaker poll today. So I'm going to start with the evaluation poll results. And this one goes to someone who's a very, very seasoned Toastmaster. Experience shows in the poll results very clearly. We had one disqualification, and the person who is getting the best evaluator or the most favorite evaluator award for today is Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mukund. Wonderful evaluation, very balanced, very poised. I absolutely loved it. Coming to the best table topic speaker, this one goes to the principal in the house, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Sabita, I hope these positive strokes are definitely adding to your confidence as you are running for the division, right? So,
yes,
the best.
thank you.
Recollect. Ironical though, I'm saying you that because you win, I lose. Okay.
But Gabby wins.
Absolutely. And the Gabbys wins. Thank you so much. Okay. The best auxiliary role taker for today is Toastmaster Alvia Saji. Congratulations, Alvia. Back with a bang, huh? Great job, Alvia, as a listener. Are you there? Yeah, you are there. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Alvia, keep coming back. Keep attending the meeting. See, you come in and you walk away with an award. That's how good you are.
Thank you, sir.
Coming back. Okay. And the best, this one, just people are just, kind with me. So it's yours truly. Because I'm definitely sure the others did a better job than me today. Thank you so much. And with this, I adjourn this meeting of the 174th meeting of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. See you on Tuesday for the meeting of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club, 7:30 p.m. India Standard Time. Thank you.
Thank you, Bharat.
Thank you everyone.